Minutes go by, and bygones are bygones. Gone with the wind, cause as quick as it comes in, it makes an exit. Then all you're left with is a memory, a few words to put into a melody. I just want them to remember me, a historical figure who figured out a way to make it to the light at the end of the tunnel to a brighter day. Rolling through time like a tumbleweed, I must say.
Times are looking distorted. 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 Originality is wasted. Thoughts are posted on bulletin boards and pasted for the copy. Except a lot more sloppy. Sticking in the boundaries. It's not worth it. I got crowds under me for virtues. Looking forward to the purchase of an audible monster tape. It sounds great. I know you'll like it. The mind chemical representative breaking silence. I'm hiking up that highest cliff, so catch my drift. When it comes around town, the wind is my surround sound. It's always nearby. So why don't you ear spy the new tunes? Got humans going crazy like it was a full moon. I hear the howling freestyle, especially when I'm night prowling. The thoughts are loud in the open, but I'm still coping with differences. But it's to the dopeness in my sentences. A well-built structure, wordplay made to puncture the side of schools. When I'm trying to reach souls, ready to uncover bedroom windows. Just take a stroll before your mind gets dumber.
Like that? Come on, dude. How about
just take a stroll before your mind gets dumber.
Minutes go by and bygones are bygones. Gone with the wind, cause as quick as it comes in, it makes an exit. Then all you're left with is a memory, a few words to put into a melody. I just want them to remember me, a historical figure who figured out a way to make it to the light at the end of the tunnel to a brighter day. Rolling through time like a tumbleweed, I must say. Rolling through time like a tumbleweed, I must say. Rolling through time like a tumbleweed, I must say. Audible monsters,
audible monsters.
Mind chemicals, 2002
mind chemicals.
Shit,
2002. For sure. 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 Time to look in distorted. Originality is wasted. Covering spaces of rotten sources of entertainment. Gaining famous for being a retard. Claiming to be an expert. Come to my show, I guarantee to make your arms your necker. With these words, I entered into the proper position. Filling the blanks is one of the tough decisions I have to make. Successfully done, even when I'm baked. I create art off past memories. Visual paragraphic illusion is what I am. A sampler. Sometimes I feel trembling, feeling shaky. Sometimes people mistake me as God, and it's quite odd. I try to keep my topics raw and the things I've heard about. To the things I saw, I feel solved. That's my problem. Good music, listening how I'm sizzling. Ready to be taken off the grill. That's my dangers and my skill. Instrumental filled with free will is how I let my brain spill. Brain spill, brain spill, brain fuck.
Minutes go by and bygones are bygones. Gone with the wind, cause as quick as it comes in, it makes an exit. Then all you're left with is a memory, a few words to put into a melody. I just want them to remember me, a historical figure who figured out a way to make it to the light at the end of the tunnel to a brighter day. Rolling through time like a tumbleweed, I must say. Rolling through time like a tumbleweed, I must say. rolling through time like a tumbleweed, I must say.
Yeah, that's the enzyme. My chemical representative. This is some audible monster shit for real. What's up, ballers? Jerk the fucking Merf. Matter of fact, Big B. What's up, John? Hey, Wetso. What's up, Jesse? What's up, Mo? What's up, Jamie? What's up, Pseudo? What's up, P.I.? What's up, Picasso? What's up, B-Lot? Ken, Kel? What's up, Monk's family? What's up, everyone in the Bay Area and everyone fucking else for real? This is some audible monster shit. AMC, for sure. Bedroom music. Bedroom music.
Chemical. Audible monster. Audible monster.
Shit.
Audible monster crew. Audible monster crew. Audible monster crew.
Oh yeah. Am I missing someone? What's up, Chuck?
What's up, Chuck? What's up, Chuck? What's up, Chuck? What's up, Chuck?
There are no humanoid life forms aboard this vessel. There are no humanoid life forms aboard this vessel.
A pitch black road with a few twinkles blocking my view. I lose my vision and intrude the self-sector of my brain. I pollute with images of delusional face, making contact with an alien race. I'll escape into the unknown with extraterrestrials, ripping the microphone. Emotions feel monotone when I dip into black holes. I'm losing control of reality. Thoughts are thinking and babbling words of a space language. I manage to keep cool, using my mic as a tool, knowledge as a guide, and pictures I keep to symbolize inside this ride of searching through minds. I stay observant, keeping tracks of urgent memories so concerning. Faces turning blurry yet visible, the bright side of being miserable, faded away with speech rituals. I'm spaced out.
Warning. Nearing maximum warp velocity. Structural collapse is imminent.
I'll come across some good ideas and leave them stranded in the middle of a paragraph. That's where my words crash landed. My potent verses planted in the greenhouse. My grass is green, is keeping the atmosphere, the room hot like I was the clouds in Venus. I'll come across some good ideas and leave them stranded in the middle of a paragraph. That's where my words crash landed. My potent verses planted in the greenhouse. My grass is green, is keeping the atmosphere, the room hot like I was the clouds in Venus.
When the sun sets and all the twilight fades away, and the black sky swallows up the day, the specks are wider eyes. I realize I'm stranded on this side of the universe, in this galaxy, and what could actually be worse? My original whereabouts still unknown. All these dimensions and solar systems, there's so many I don't know which one to call home. Without a doubt I roam throughout and warping through wormholes, lyrically defying any state of gravity. Casually claim the speed of mind is faster than the speed of light. I ride the night into the deepest place of my imagination, look up to the dark, see part of the Milky Way, and open up my eyes and view that I too could be labeled as an alien. Been around since the Big Bang, expanding all my ways in this, colliding with other life forms like meteorites. My spirit is a time traveling device. I move through seconds, dust to dust, with the sunrise in between, keeping me awake in this place made up of dreams.
Accessing central processor memory. Accessing central processor memory.
I'll come across some good ideas and leave them stranded in the middle of a paragraph. That's where my words crash landed. My potent verses planted in the greenhouse. My grass is green, is keeping the atmosphere, the room hot like I was the clouds in Venus. I'll come across some good ideas and leave them stranded in the middle of a paragraph. That's where my words crash landed. My potent verses planted in the greenhouse. My grass is green, is keeping the atmosphere, the room hot like I was the clouds in Venus.
Space, the final frontier. I feel I'm from here, but maybe not this earth and maybe not this universe. Writing verses under the full moon, rhyming in the time continuum, while we all rotate around the sun tilted at 23.5 degrees. I take these jotted notes and connect them like constellations, breaking down situations like compounds and elements, protons and electrons. I hit the bong harder than the collision with that comet that killed the dinosaurs. Moving so quick I distort the Doppler shift. I got thoughts that orbit my brain like a satellite. Ultraviolet light be striking my eyes daily, helping me brighten up in the times when I feel a little crazy. A little crazy. known to lay low, rocking a sideways hat, above it floats a halo. And I'm amazed though how the days go by so rapidly, and I'm still actually taking steps in my Stacey Adams, moving along a timeline made up of some atoms. Where my mind is a god, I'm able to stride through the week, speak on what I see and keep moving forward like a chain letter. But some fools try to stop traffic like a fender bender, get stuck on some drama shit and never wanna give it up, so they permanently funk. But I'll still flow on like the faucet when someone's washing dishes. This is my way of climbing up the ladder, walking up the staircase, racing like Gran Turismo, running a paper chase for a few C notes so I won't be broke. Recognize that things change, it's just a state of evolution. Who you fooling? I ain't gonna be held back, I'm moving ahead, needing to be moving hella fast, cause it's only the time that I lack before I'm dead.
It's a fast-paced motion through the clockwork of time, moving full speed to redesign the system, resisting barriers brought forth, broken through time ports into ideas, mysteriously advancing as the future is enhancing, masking through tapes to escape. Progression is a lesson of real-world intentions through dimensions of mysteries, impossible outcomes. Insist to be held back like kids who lack learning abilities, overcoming obstacles like wondering if you're feeling me. Visions pass by you, people continue to ask why. Conclusions of revolutions not the key to all destiny. Eyes on the prize, a remedy for the sickness of inconsistent resistance. Dismiss the tension, break through and step forward as I play with more words, climbing the ladder to gain respect. Matter of fact, I need to take the next step with full emotion, jumping over the various visions I'm approaching, floating, and break through what must be broken. I'm moving forward, man, I like it when I'm striking. Intelligence is what I am describing. Finding it, cause it's not forbidden. Treasures hidden for more spitting, exactly. Quotes catchy. High tolerance is the reason why you match me. In the process to make mass beats, it's often organized. No reason to simplify the rise of being an MC. I take it further than astronomical units, trying to avoid the fact that I'm human, pursuing with activities that normally I shouldn't be doing, but yet I'm still improving. Recruiting new words to my memory, cause it favors me. The thought of an endless sea filled with mystery, lost express the tunnels. I have bundles of ideas for life scuffles, and experience only doubles whether or not I'm going through good times and troubles. I feel comfortable with these roles and standing, rising in height when your mind's expanding. I'm hard glancing at the hourglass, contemplating on the obstacles the tower pass, contemplating on the obstacles the tower pass, cause this is how I interact with the world.
This is no time to argue about time. We don't have the time.
Moving my head back and forth, my brain jiggling. I keep on swigging the orange juice, compliments my cotton mouth. Interrupting house full of bandits, individuals are searching for the leaf cover with crystal like mineral. How you gonna say it's not spiritual? It's all a part of my you. Isn't religion? No, it's not fiction. I had green Martians on the daily, marching into Saturn's moon. It's like my bedroom. And I've been through some hard times with dryness. My lips clamp shut and I can reply quick, so I comply with some stuttering gestures. It comes with the package of being a THC expert. I got thoughts running miles of my information sector, causing high pressure to the forehead, but still I store lead and ink close to where I think. I'll jot down notes, come across some catchy quotes and throw them in the songs I promote. Damn, I'm choked. I'm hungry, my stomach's growling, making squeaky noises, but really have no other choices since I'm in the back of a bucket in the cuts. Anything for a couple of crowns, but we can't drive cause we're too damn stuck.
But that's something to laugh at. But when we stop laughing and the joke's over, we backtrack and start laughing all over again. We're just some unsober men, part of the audible monster tribe. You can give it a try while I scribe mind chemicals in your windshield. My eyes lens filled with contact smoke. During the hotbox session, I feel like I'm gonna croak, build up a heat stroke or overheat like Excite Bike. But I've been doing this for the past 5 nights, so fuck it, back to the club and running out of resource. I'm ready to reopen up my pores. The risk of this is Arctic winds are paralyzed from the sky to the floor. Squinty eyes is the only time you can catch me doing a chore. Or
various other activities such as going to the taco truck to quench your hunger strike. Or maybe even just jumping on that last 11:42 O bus to get back to Frisco because you gotta go to work the next day. Or maybe it could be just as simple picking up the phone because it's ringing.
Brain fucked. Who is this brain fucked? Audible monsters? Mind chemicals? He's coming over? Brain fucked? Whoa.
Brain fucked, I gotta tell you something.
Alright. Say what you gotta say. Just spit it.
Alright, this is it.
I feel the need to communicate more often, flipping my lips when the beat's dropping, hitting the floor surface when it's rumbling. Sound waves stubbing, various foot phalanges, I'm unraveling sources of me that you should be scanning. Infrared hearing is really a must, especially when your ears are filled with wax and dust and your drums are lurking in the cuts behind crust and all that. I'll let my jaw slap, announcing to weak MCs the Nerf won't help you get your balls back. It's always negative results, but my self-impulse has me going further than just insults, so I pinpoint my next phrases. Something addictive, something contagious. The first stages of being a stage kid, and hopefully I'll be in the history book pages. But even if I'm not, I still know that I'm Smithsonian material with ancient writing of my existence marked in every soul. I'm just being literal.
Not too shabby at all. Let's hear some more.
Now everything's going according to plan. My tongue's twisted, the beat so sick with it. It keeps me lifted off the clouds, striking at the lightning of the brainstorm to energize the crowd off the ground. That's where I pursue with interludes, telling you that I'm not out to injure crews. I'm just introducing you to a whole new format. Audible monster using door rap as doormats, footprints of our travel blueprints that you can dabble with. Grab your vocabulary, scrabble kids, and try to comprehend while your candles lit. That's probably your best option. My brain's wrapped in caution tape, making the great escape. Is my words, no room to stop it. They shoot like stars of vomit, sickness is easily accomplished. I keep my verses ballers on a smooth surface. Keep the beat playing and for sure my mind's bursting. That's for certain. That's for certain. That's for certain.
Sounds like you got a lot of stuff off your chest. I don't really know what you're telling me, but
next words are put into play. My rhymes are straight cats in dark brain. Alleyways hard to discover, but once found they become treasure. Prices them for your ears pleasure. It's forever clever thoughts arising. Dope material that's not surprising. Cause this life I'm defining with my personal perfect description. I'm picking pulling my favorite phrases. I'm inflicting to pages of notepads and books. I'm a band crook, criminal, subliminal messages. I stand put in my empty stance. I'll take the chance to enhance and grow. I'll take the microphone everywhere that I go. I'm getting high pro, but I know I still need to get down to business. So when I'm on the mic device, you know I'll rip it. And afterwards we can all sing the same happy song. Cause it won't be long before you realize that I can't be wrong with my opinion. I'm not as spoken, I keep that in the distance. Just speaking is the mission that I picked. So no matter what I'm going to spit, so get used to it. So get used to it, for reals. Y'all need to get used to it.
That's not bad. But I think you need to work on it a little bit.
Fuck you, mouth.
This conversation is over.
Yo, this is a song about the world and the way I see it through my eyes, so be it. Yo, check it. Homeless fools on the ground and some people be too ignorant to acknowledge them. What is this? What if this was your life and you had to go through it daily? Maybe some don't give a fuck and are most likely drugged up. But what about the ones who really need that buck? Holding out that cup hella shaking and shit. Probably feeling hella degraded and shit. Which brings me to Exhibit B. 1999, Columbine High, 2 idiots shooting up the school for no reason why. And I try to make sense, holding nothing in contempt. Continue with the contempt for every breath of oxygen. Genetic disorders, confidential folders, and government ordered cover-ups. Muster but what that next? This planet be twisted like noodles up in some chopsticks. I state the obvious, so get off this. And this is what I see through the eyes up in my head. Things are falling apart, realize before you're dead. And this is what I see through the eyes up in my head. Things are falling apart, realize before you're dead. One time I used to try to holler at this little Asian breezy. She seemed cool as fuck, but along the grapevine I heard she was hella easy, sleazy. And as a matter of fact, she had an STDC. She used to try to play it off like her shit was top notch. Used to only shop in places like Guess, so would clown me for going to Ross. Money makes the world go round. The more you got, the faster you spin. Just like when you want a tire swing and you tuck your arms in. Anthrax, September 11, 2 airplane attacks, and then the Twin Towers collapse. What the fuck's that? HIV, overpopulation, racial discrimination, hella smog up in the air. It be getting sloppy like Double Dare. Ain't nothing fair, there's always 2 sides to a story. Twisted up like a DNA strand. Now kids be fucking up at an early age. Shit, I remember when I was in 8th grade, I wasn't smoking weed every day. Hate crimes, KKK, child molesters, and kidnappers. Everyone around town claims to be a rapper. After the 2 deceased, the lyrical matrix began to leak. Wasn't being contained, and if I could take your brain and show you my past 20 years, 2 months in a week, maybe you'd realize why I seem to be me. It's easy. First you take all the days since my birth and all the shit I've been through, then you result in something completely different than you. And this is what I see through the eyes up in my head. Things are falling apart, realize before you're dead. And this is what I see through the eyes up in my head. Things are falling apart, realize before you're dead. It's a small world, but such a large amount of space. Hella shit's going down right now throughout the night and day. From the San Francisco Bay to Moscow, all the way through Tokyo, Amsterdam and Mozambique, crowded cities and streets. People puffing weed on a weekly streak, thinking you're a winner, but somebody's always got you beat. Sweatshops got their Nikes on your feet. Females hoeing it, males hoeing it. Diseases spreading like wildfire, you knowin' it. Holes in the ozone, bet your homeboy got that homegrown. Right now somebody's probably getting shot. All this while a little girl catches her first case of chicken pox. Cops out patrolling the block to serve and protect, holding you by the neck. New scientific information being discovered. Another person giving birth, take it for what it's worth, cause inflation could occur at any place. It's the human race running your hardest but maintain a steady pace. This is what I see through the eyes up in my head. Things are falling apart, realize before you're dead. And this is what I see through the eyes up in my head. Things are falling apart, realize before you're dead. As the earth completes its rotation around the sun 365 days a year, there's a lot of bloodshed and a lot of shed tears. Non-stop 24/7, this planet's popping. Feel gifted to be walking through it amidst the negatives and positives. Politicians in their offices, gunmen holding hostages, Hollywood and holy wars, barbecues with folks, hopefully food with females. People's courting and ignoring yard duties, giving out work details. They all up in the cycle of karma. Concentrated like fruit from an agricultural farmer, we forming the future. 50-cent payphone calls since every family got a celly. Are you ready or not like the Fugees? Only a few can see usually. Old school collecting rubies, trying to complete the Triforce, Legend of Zelda. Rolling weed up in a zigzag, a swisher, not a Vega. At the moment, people are driving on the Golden Gate. Apes are made in Africa. Eskimos probably up in the igloos in Alaska. When it's hectic, it's hard to breathe like asthma, but I run through the equation like algebra. And this is what I see through the eyes up in my head. Things are falling apart, realize before you're dead. And this is what I see through the eyes up in my head. Things are falling apart, realize before you're dead. And this is what I see through the eyes up in my head. Things are falling apart, realize before you're dead. And this is what I see through the eyes up in my head. Things are falling apart, realize before you're dead. What's up, world? Yo, how y'all doing? Cool, hopefully. I stay 2 steps ahead and not a second behind. Connected with time like some Siamese twins. I stay 2 steps ahead and not a second behind. Connected with time like a chain link fence. I stay 2 steps ahead and not a second behind. Connected with time like the shoes on your feet. I stay 2 steps ahead and not a second behind. Connected with time like my words in your mind.
Yes, this is my chance, I better make it look good. I'll write a sick hook, crystal glass on, looking hot, stepping beat cooker. Got my lips up on the grill, my flow set to chill. Still grow and make it ill, lopsided curse my timing, a sign of the things to come. Vibe of the burning sun, pride of the lion cub, the clan of the cave dweller, selling my product for fun. I yield the secret evil of an ancient heathen people, too fickle for modern man, too simple to follow plans and build a noble monument, footsteps to follow in. I walk on hollow limbs and swallow Apollo's dream. Callous streams of conscious and breaking the chain link. My brain leaking liquid to free the speech of the timid. Baptism, check your wisdom. What's your status? How you living?
It was detected to get marinating in my beliefs, traveling the globe as a volunteer MC. Spokesperson, I flow searching for ideas uncommon, with experience revolving around my decisions, exploring the outer regions of my brain's capacity. So I'm believing I'm using my skills actively, with the microphone attached to me. I'm ongoing, strong flowing in this realistic fantasy. It fits me properly, so step into my mind's property as I'm clobbering the track, traumatizing, causing flashbacks. But you like that, the way we drop facts, regardless of your listening preference. I'm honest Abe in my sentence, getting my all in attention. You can use me as a reference on your job application. The fascination of escaping through music, so I keep cruising, surfing the waves of euphony. As long as I stay true to me, I'm staying true to you, with nothing really to prove, maybe just to improve. With this mind state I can't lose, and I'm feeling that like I'm appealing to rap, chilling all over the world map. And I'm feeling that,
really feeling that, really
I'm feeling that,
really feeling that, really feeling that. If only I could simplify complex situations like an algebraic equation, maybe then I'd be more patient. But I'd be sick of waiting, making the most of my moments, and nothing seems to go right, it's all bad. Ain't got a lot to fall back on, so I guess I shouldn't fall. Keep my balance, knees locked, form a talent while I see spots of light that I like to be standing in. But I be trapped in this life, looking around the land, and I could've sworn I've been here once before. There's a giant door though that blocks my view. I try to get my lyrics to kick like kung fu. I'm just some fool that picked up the pencil one day and created a verse, just a number on the census, a statistic on some next shit. Ain't the best MC, but I got things to say and stories to tell. Shouldn't that formulate well with the will to proceed, like a crackhead running from the police? Sometimes I be hella lonely, not knowing the person in my reflection, so it keeps me guessing what's coming up today. Cause you could go at any second, but everything else won't stop. You get caught unable to complete the rotation. Don't let the hours be wasted. I'ma stick to this, just like I was pasted, just like I was pasted, just like I was pasted. I stay 2 steps ahead and not a second behind. Connected with time like some Siamese twins. I stay 2 steps ahead and not a second behind. Connected with time like a chain link fence. I stay 2 steps ahead and not a second behind. Connected with time like the shoes on your feet. I stay 2 steps ahead and not a second behind. Connected with time like my words in your mind. I stay 2 steps ahead and not a second behind. Connected with time like some Siamese twins. I stay 2 steps ahead and not a second behind. Connected with time like a chain link fence. I stay 2 steps ahead and not a second behind. Connected with time like the shoes on your feet. I stay 2 steps ahead and not a second behind. Connected with time like my words in your mind. probably smoking Malta and fucking Chronic and L and Light and Hopper and Stick to Green and fuck whatever you want to call that shit. Somebody needs to get a Philly. Fuck that, get a bubble. Moving my head back and forth, I forfeit to the temptation to puff on some light. I live the high life, no doubt, blowing out clouds. Sparking the chronic allows my optics to peep things in a different perspective. Connected to Mother Earth through the herb that's universal. Cause everybody smokes bomb, it's in their daily rehearsals. Nerds like Urkel all the way to old folks and teachers. High school kids cutting class to burn up at the bleachers. It's been researched and found to serve health for medical purposes. Came straight up from the planet's dirt surface, so for certain it's all natural. I could distribute 420 reasons, so while weed provides me peace throughout the seasons. And I be smoking with hella different styles of faces, sometimes in some cutty ass places. To say the least, I'm probably be inhaling until the day that I'm deceased. Go hit up the corner store, get a blunt. Hopefully that little Asian lady ain't tripping about ID. For real though, I don't look like I'm under 18. And then the cotton mouth kicks in, gums, teeth, and tongue sticking together like they was covered in Elmer's. Saliva gets about as thick as wet cement. Hella money spent to reach the state of being lit. Saying I'ma quit, but that's a lie. Cause I'm just like a knock when it comes to getting high. Lightheaded like my brain's about to fly. Why ask why? Instead of trying to bud dry, get a 10-sack. Alcohol's been known to impair your skills to drive. Seriously, you could drive hella better when you're lit than when you're.
And if you drink, don't smoke.
Drinking.
Because then you spin.
Yeah, especially when you mix them. Woo! I be getting fucked up.
Off the head, I do mass critical thinking that's often shrinking my ability to keep reality out of my views and my visions. But still I'm choosing to be using vocab with rhythm as my way of speaking, deleting what seems realistic at the time that I'm picking around different destinations of my brain's experience that came with the feel to explain life on microphones. And I like the tone, so let me loan my tonsils over crowds across various states and countries. Good wordplay mixed with dope shit to say makes you love me. I can hear my mic telling my hand to hug me, so it does, and it fits all snugly. It's warm, sometimes I feel torn in between phases, so I'm flipping through pages. A picture way sicker than I could ever put in phrases. So I become the listener of deep thought, examine until I caught that perfect speech. I creep on my own developed technique. I'm not trying to be influenced, I'm just trying to do it like the beat I made for Audible Monster Cruise shit. I will be foolish for not talking on the truth, letting lies fly by my wisdom tooth. But description is my proof when it comes down to describing a particular moment. I'm roaming through mind effects, grown into my flowing. It connects so nicely, and most likely I'm going to put this gift to work in the underground. I'll learn, searching for someone to experience on a brainfuck level, eager to venture through the mind of an audible rebel. I feel settled, leaving shows rocked while most just leave them pebbled.
It's time to let your mind take over, no room for second guessing. To capture the essence, you must find yourself senseless. With complete meditation, dedication to what you're stating, staying true to what you do while never faking. It's time to let your mind take over, no room for second guessing. To capture the essence, you must find yourself senseless. With complete meditation, dedication to what you're stating, staying true to what you do while never faking.
Off the head, I release mass quantity of wordplay, letting each verse say a part of this brain fact saga and portion. While my tongue's torching the tip of flammable fluids with the style to leave listeners soothing while careers ruin. Cause with the package I'm highly active with my language. It came with practice and absorbance of knowledge, common logic keeping my rhymes polished. My MC stands solid, I speak honest ape stylistics, not that what if shit, cause this is proper selling linguistics. Audio is the answer for these unorganized thought patterns and dreams. I've seen the piece of a pie to be received, creamed and thrown to waste. The base of a clay structure easily molded, origamic MCs folded, but myself with the mic I controlled it well. I fell in the right hands, captured by the will to expand, letting my human cameras pan the globe scan from right to left. vocab built to address open ears with my own communication. Just be patient, keep your mind clear while you're waiting. My chemical demonstrations are close with me and Enzyme as your project host. Keep your lobes to your speakers, super glue or thumbtacks. Regardless, I'll come back and make your head nod until your brain can't function. Until the next day, you're back to bumping a healthy consumption of nice melodies. The sound is helping me hurtle into the state of creativity. Artistic flavors that large with a good percentage of word usage. Scratching my head like how could you boo this? You can't cause it's that cool shit.
Off the top of the dome, I'll roam through words like signals to a wireless phone. When I get in the zone, I've been known to break off info like a wishbone. And under no circumstances will my stance in front of the mic get any smaller. Enzyme rhymes over dope beats provided by Baller. I'm a poetic author here to offer letters of the alphabet, connected into a lingo to limbo under everything you could ever think, yo. Trying to call shots like elderly people in a game of bingo. I'm on some 24/7 shit, always wanting to win like the gamblers in a casino. Competitive cause it's in my human nature, but I'll congratulate you since I ain't one to be a hater. I'm a painter of my thoughts, a modern day Van Gogh with an abstract flow for show. I'm here to float my speeches like a message in a bottle. I squabble with my cerebellum, create hella sentences so I can sell them. Stories I tell them as tall tales, and when all hell breaks loose, I'll be chilling in front of apocalypse, tying up my shoes.
It's time.
It's time.
Take over. No room. Second guessing the essence. Yourself senseless. Meditation, dedication. Staying true while never faking. It's time. Take over.
Take over.
No room. Second guessing the essence. Yourself senseless. Meditation, dedication. Staying true while never faking.
While never faking.
Never faking.
Danger I do not fear, and I can give you music. Music that will tame wild beasts, lift men's hearts to heaven, and cause the lark to sing at night. And I can give you music. Music that will tame wild beasts, lift men's hearts to heaven, and cause the lark to sing at night.
Stretching out, reaching for untouched spots. The voices in my head meeting my vocal box, creating shocks, sent through sound wave rumbles. I'll tumble over, select the word pattern hidden in the labyrinth. I'll scavenge vocab off the tip of my tongue and cram it deep into your brain's abyss, cause my thoughts consist of mystery. The cost of them being released to the dope delivery. Keep your speakers in tune, and maybe soon you'll walk without your commercial tune and make room in your mind for an audible monster project. These concepts are feeling. Forget your hands, I got your souls from the ceiling, chilling. Just posted inbound, but out of sight. I send sounds throughout the mic with the formula to get the crowd hype. It's high performance. My vocabulary is enormous, making you want to forfeit scrimmages with these images I send into your thinking clouds. I got you thinking now. For some of us it hasn't happened in years. Maybe people should look in the mirror, point at their heads and ask themselves if they have a brain here. I mean, do they?
I don't know. Through the microphone I tried alone, the only thing I know. Explanations to people civilization through my brain. And then sometimes you might agree with me, I'll be feeding my lungs a daily dosage of the THC what's eating me like Gilbert Grape. It's just the fact that I can't take the way the world works, feeling like a bubble about to burst, waiting for the great escape. Full of road rage, hating on people who flake. The ignorant need to be fumigated, and just in case that's me, pretend I didn't say this. Ain't an atheist, not labeled a Christian, really I'm no religion. I believe things that most humans think is fiction. Ain't fishing for compliments, walking around using my common sense. I got goals to see the 7 continents and contemplate perception at a faster rate. Lacerate words from my tongue to energize the beat like the sun.
I'm feeling it, the energy circulates like tectonic plates, causing friction as I spit my descriptions, leaving your mind stuck like evictions of what to do next. My text injects into your cranium. When I'm on the mic, I drop how big of the stadiums, inflate them up like silicone implants, rearrange the words, either with syntax as I flip tracks into production. My mind becomes property of an abduction struck by intense brainwaves so dense it can't be broken down. Does it make sense? Associate me with monsters with flows never ending like gobstoppers. Fuck them trendy hip hoppers, cause we make this for ourselves, and if it hits shelves, it's still real. No imitations. We kicking rhymes for your ear sensations, ripping demonstrations, so take notes as my mind flows to new heights and prove that my crew's tight. It's audible, so listen, I'm dismissing my thoughts, and I got a lot to express, ideas of success, inventing methods of delivery with versatility, making history like Masons in my book of rhyming notations. Face it, face it, face it, face it.
I'm in the middle, stranded, trapped in evolution, advancing at the same time, reducing. True meaning is cruising on a life raft. It's headed for a waterfall at the end of the river of apocalypse, the last project of the hands of science. It seems quiet with all the manipulating identity crisis. People pay high prices for someone else's role. That shit's getting old, it's time to be added to the most. Selling your soul like pottery, the new trend is making a mockery of your own. How are scientists gonna say that humans haven't been cloned? MTV already did it, so I guess this world is almost finished, filled with jackasses that haven't been pinned yet. This is always modern timelines are a disgrace and rotten. The good old days forgotten, spotted MCs that should be lip locking, quit talking. It's not a fashion, it's not something you put on for good reactions and compliments. I'm honoring my compliments, mad at me cause I'm conquering my success, and I have full access to my mind. I got my creativity in line. I could be an idol that you would make a shrine for. I think the closed-minded needs to open up their ear doors, maybe even explore more of the reason why they're even here for. Knowledge seems poor now, but it's going to get you past the clouds. Knowledge seems poor now, but it's going to get you past the clouds.
Wake up every day to the busyness of the bay, here to pave the way or ride the tracks like a BART train. We wake up every day to the busyness of the bay, here to pave the way or ride the tracks like a BART train. My stay in Cali started on June 10th, 1988, about a year and a half before that Loma Prieta earthquake. I can't explain the feeling I get to be able to collaborate with the Golden Gate, the great Marlon Milpitas, and them dope graffiti pieces. Best believe this, that's a fact. Just like 80s constantly backed up, like brainfucks in the cannabis clubs, so we puff on fat dubs. Maybe hit up Broadway and peep the strippers at Little Darlings for some artificial love, and it'd be raining, hella overcast and fog. Gotta give props to Dennis Richmond for bringing in the 10 o'clock news on Fox Channel 2. Audible Monsters is the crew, summer blue skies and brown waters, bonfires up at Ocean Beach. You know it ain't cheap since the miners came here for the gold, let it be told, that's 24 karat, no fake shit. Home of originality, ethnically diverse with hella nationalities. Northern part of Cali, see, we do it live.
For real, we be doing it live here in the Bay. This shit's hella tight, man. It's dope in the Bay. Y'all need to come down here if you ain't here already, for sure.
We wake up every day to the busyness of the bay, here to pave the way or ride the tracks like a BART train. We wake up every day to the busyness of the bay, here to pave the way or ride the tracks like a BART train. We wake up every day to the busyness of the bay, here to pave the way or ride the tracks like a BART train. We wake up every day to the busyness of the bay, here to pave the way or ride the tracks like a BART train. It's where the sun sets, the land of Stanford University, home of AC Transit, Silicon Valley, Telegraph Ave, and Berkeley, where you could get yourself a beanie from the lady with the helmet. I can't help it, I love the Bay. From back in the day, the Bash Brothers, to the present with Barry Bonds breaking records. Residents of Robin Williams and the Raiders, city nights and Century 25 theaters. A few hundred miles north of Shaq and the rest of the Lakers locates a place with import car racers, bikers, skaters, and rollerbladers. Shit, I could go on for hella long like the San Mateo Bridge. There's much history now like the Winchester Mystery House. Without a doubt it goes down in the San Francisco Bay Area, that's where I'll be found. No doubt. We wake wake up every day to the busyness of the bay. Here to pave the way, to ride the tracks like a BART train. We wake up every day to the busyness of the bay. Here to pave the way, to ride the tracks like a BART train. We wake up every day to the busyness of the bay. Here to pave the way, to ride the tracks like a BART train. We wake up every day to the busyness of the bay. Here to pave the way, to ride the tracks like a BART train. We wake up every day to the busyness of the bay. Here to pave the way, to ride the tracks like a BART train. We wake up every day to the busyness of the bay. Here to pave the way, to ride the tracks like a BART train. And the bay be hella busy, that's real talk. From San Jose, Sunnyvale, Palo Alto, Milpitas, West Bay, Redwood City, Burlingame. Fucking, you know it goes down in Daly City of Frisco, in the East Bay, Fremont, Union City, Hayward, Castro Valley, San Leandro, Oakland, Alameda, Albany, Berkeley, Vallejo, Richmond, Antioch, Concord, fucking Pinole, Hercules, the whole damn bay. Y'all get hella props. The bay gets hella props. Dedication to the bay.
Notes are really useful. Notes are really useful. Notes are really useful. Notes.
Spark to the pipe, bringing art to the mic. About to start it off right, like the road to the midnight show. And the beat with the verse I know, shaking the page wherever we go, turning my problems into smoke. So give it up, make it hot till the touch. Bring the funk till it rots, pops and nods off. Rip it up, that ain't enough. So I come with a brush and I paint it up. Maybe not, but the pain is gone. Play it again for the day to come. Explain the way for the one that went for the one that took the word I said. Face the fantasy, phantom of my prodigy. Try to break the oddity, my model or normalcy. Taking apart reality, blocking off my motivation. Taking a part of the modern living, giving up the sacred. Giving up the sacred. It's a physical fantasy. Forget your vanity, embracing all humanity. Struggling identity, designated enemy. You'll never get ahead of me, living in a fantasy. So what's your remedy? Physical fantasy. Forget your vanity, embracing all humanity. Struggling identity, designated enemy. You'll never get ahead of me, living in a fantasy. So what's your remedy?
Remember them days when you would strike it in your Nikes, long before you copped a ride? See, I had to do that shit till I was 19, watching time melt away like it was some Neapolitan ice cream. Besides, my routine seems like it's always subject to change, with a customized name branded on my brain. Everything that goes bad, I blame it on the rain like Milli Vanilli. Really, you silly if you taking life for granted. I'm trying to get my wagon rolling like Oregon Trail, cause I wanna be big like a whale. Used to collect garbage pail, kid trading cards, hardly out the house, and now I'm all around. Met up with Pseudo, so we trying to put it down. My chemical representative with a tendency to tell it how it is. Energetic like a method, always up, never rested. You gotta be tested in this existence to get it. You get it? I said it, I'm trying to spread it. Put poetry, emotion like kinetic. Like kinetic, yeah, I said it.
It's a physical fantasy. Get your vanity, embracing all humanity. Struggling identity, designated enemy. You'll never get ahead of me, living in a fantasy. Yo, what's your remedy? Physical fantasy. Forget your vanity, embracing all humanity. Struggling identity, designated enemy. You'll never get ahead of me, living in a fantasy. So what's your remedy? Fantasy. Fantasy.
Man, what? I remember back in the days, baggy pants. I remember back in the days watching X-Men, eating Lunchables, fluorescent kicking laces. It on the playground, chasing girls. They be running, saying we had cooties. Man, back in the day. You remember back in the day? Back in the day. Back in the day. What's some back in the day shit? G.I. Joe, Transformers, Thundercats. Tell me you remember Thundercats. Some straight 80s Michael Jackson, moonwalking. Trying to learn how to moonwalk. Mario Brothers. Damn, if you were born in the 80s, you're tight. You remember got Mario. You got the first Nintendo up in there. You got some straight 80s shit.
Ultimate Warrior.
80s.
Game Undertaker,
that's me.
Paul Bear.
I probably sound like an idiot, but oh well.
Roddy Piper.
What's up, y'all? Fucking
some old school
I'm just
shit.
chilling, just trying to
live
do
it
shit,
up,
just
live
reminiscing on some back in the day shit.
Old school.
You know, just trying to make
old
little
school.
filler spaces for my shit.
You know
that's for our
do
shit.
right
Mind
here.
Chemicals. Mind
Shit.
Chemicals. Audible Monsters.
Cool.
How's that for? Was
that
that
cool?
cool? Be honest, I'll go over this. If it sucks again, fuck
yo,
it.
yo,
Fuck it.
Hours a day, 7 days a week as the years fly by. I've been known to speak
24 hours a day, 7 days a week as the years fly by. I've been known to speak
24 hours a day, 7 days a week as the years fly by. We've been known to speak. Hopefully it's around 8 o'clock a.m. when my eyelids flap open, so I could have a longer day to roam about the place I stay, the one that lies inside the Pacific Ocean. So anyways, I rise about the bed, hit up the shower, rinse my scalp with head and shoulders, and after my time in the bathroom's over, I slap on the jabos and now I'm fit to go. On some occasions I'll be making my way to the local JC. Other days I'm lazy, or maybe with the monsters laying down some tracks, trying to attract crowds, handing out the samplers, spreading our songs out like cancer. And it seems to me that my accord always be close to E, especially since the gas prices be on the skyrocket. I check my pockets, nothing but a pager, blistex, and a few bucks. Aw shucks, and when the dust creeps up, the night begins and the day's only reminiscent of them. 24 hours a day, 7 days a week as the years fly by. I've been known to speak
24 hours a day, 7 days a week as the years fly by. I've been known to speak 24 hours a day, 7 days a week as the years fly by. We've been known to speak. My first peak of reality taking place at 8. Somehow I find myself in the middle of a broke down time space. I place rhymes, half asleep, morning bacon. It's sacred, practiced as an ancient favorite activity. It's practically the same routine my crew seems to stick to daily rituals. I move on from the typical agenda and flip it, still lifted of course. The wind's force shifted us to the cuts of the forest, making our own trails and pathways. Original status every damn day. That's why audible monsters never come in last place. We view our surroundings and capture appearances. Each day we develop more experience, a forever lasting learning phase. Another page in the brain plug biography, all by offering acceptance of days passing by freely. I got information from my brain when it says feed me. I'm breeding these melodies not suitable for MTV, and I like it. Days filled with rhyming and random excitement without the use of planning and designing, and I like it. And I like it.
Woke up one day, looked into the mirror to realize I'm aging. Thought about back in the day when I used to watch Sesame Street and eating Mickey D's was a necessity. Steadily the years went by and I grew up. Threw up a couple times off the drain, but choked hella much off the dame. I thank my moms for always being there, and I thank myself for always being here, checking my reflection all up in the mirror.
As time stretches, I jump into a new daily assignment, collecting evidence on expeditions, supplying information on this brain fuck science. I keep prying these words out of my head, placing them in the perfect verse alignment. That's when my spirit gets violent, making crews wanna keep their lyrics private, like visits to the porn shop. My chemical products, you gotta have it like corn pops. And really, we can't afford to stop, so I keep it up daily until the day I drive myself crazy. But even that goes in the lyrical pictures I'm painting. My life I'm painting. Audible monsters, mind chemicals.
Thank you for coming out.
Thank you for listening.
We will see you next time.
For reals.